Even if based on medical knowledge from 1918, Vampyr sometimes takes liberties when establishing possible links between scientific theories and supernatural monsters. Do not try to cure any disease with any of the recipes shown in this game. Let's do this. What's in the options? Let's do this right. Game. Let's see what your options are. Play Vampyr with low challenge. This will cut important part of the experience but will allow you to enjoy the story and explore with little danger. If only life had option. What? Play the original Vampyr experience. Character progression is faster if you kill citizens. Combat difficulty is linked to the number of citizens you kill. Or play Vampyr in a more challenging way. Power as a vampire is tied to the citizens I choose to embrace. Oh, I'm gonna go one easy. Because if I'd had the chance with life, I know what I would have picked. I definitely wouldn't be where I'm at right now.
12 dreams for the Red Queen under crown of stone. 8 voracious beasts born from 8 restless nights. 4 nails piercing the flesh of the sinner. 1 prayer for the summoned, called by this song. 'Tis perhaps the countdown to oblivion for the once proud city of London. 'Tis perchance her inhabitants' last dance alone to face death and pestilence. Confronted by the eerie and unknown, mortals became desperate for answers. A flock's flight makes for an omen, the falling of a star a dire presage. Turning to priests for interpretation when there was no reason to be found. When religion failed, men turned to science. I saw them build such vain cities, crafting machines made for endless war. New questions flourished as old answers withered. What is darkness but lurking sun? What is wall but enslaved stone? What is glass but tortured sand? What is song but a call to arms? What is hate but jilted love? What is life but death pending?
I think this vampire has read a bit too much Karl Marx.
Death. Since the apple was plucked from the sacred tree, mortality was believed to be God's punishment. A righteous snare to keep mankind from ascending to the stars. They were all so wrong. Death is not a wicked thing, nor some holy retribution. A true punishment would be to never know its sweet kiss.
People will say that I've never met my ex.
Harshness, and be born once more.
That there would be just many people's one-night stands after they've been to like Ibiza. How that looks. It's got the haircut of someone who's been to Ibiza. Say, like, Ibiza, he's about 27, probably. Do I have to kill her? I mean, I presumably do. Trust him. He's probably got syphilis.
My sweet brother. What have you done?
Mary! Oh, no! Mary! Hold on! Please, hold on! Oh, God. Oh, no. Mary. Mary. No. No.
No! Please, a moment, let me explain! These patrols are after me.
Of course they are.
No!
You just
Don't
killed
shoot!
someone. You might be a
This is a
vampire, but
nightmare.
I didn't realise you turned into an idiot.
I need to get out of here. This can't be happening. Over there! No, please, stop! I mean you no harm.
Same thing happens if you don't pay your tubes fare, so you've done well to put this in London.
Oh, Mary. What have I done? What's all this about? Shit, where'd it go?
It's okay. Okay, so we've got to wait for someone now.
Now, I can defend myself.
But as opposed to before when you were just biting people's necks and killing them.
Who are you? Stay back! Sorry, but you left me no choice.
Well, it's not exactly true, is it? You just sacked him with a machete.
Who are you? Stupid beast! Sorry.
It's well known that vampires don't like garlic and Molotov
Please,
cocktails.
stop! Who are you? What do you want? I mean you no harm. I need help. Die, you fucking leech! Please, listen to me. I can't make any sense of this. Shut up, beast! Who are you? What is this all about? What in God's name? I'll do the rest of the job. Just leave me.
He's definitely got syphilis from the looks of things.
The sun. It feels like it's burning me to the bone.
How come he got to be a
I
vampire?
need to find somewhere to hide.
But that girl, he just...
Let
he
me
just
go!
bit, doesn't... He's a bit sexist, really.
I need to find shelter.
Oh.
Is anybody there? What is this place? The place seems abandoned. I should be safe enough here.
And it says, keep out on the door, which is
I
convenient.
had better remain here until nightfall.
Oh, I'm in such vivid flashbacks of something that happened
Mary!
3 minutes ago.
Mary! Mary, I'm sorry. Whoever did this to us, I will find them.
I mean, to be fair, she should have said something. If my brother was behind me, or looked like they were not very well, I wouldn't just be turning my back to him and waiting for him to bite me in the neck. That is not a good angle.
Wait, this one's dressed up fancy. Let's run through his pockets.
Picking the dead's pockets? Are you serious?
I've still a rent to pay. He's got no more responsibilities. What's this? Gold watch.
Beautiful it is. We fancy it and share the takings. I suppose we are undertakers. Now,
He
give
changed
me
his tune, did it?
That's impossible.
Well, you're saying that, but you have just killed your sister and got burned by sunlight. Someone nicking from you in inner city London should be like quite low on your list of things that you're not believing right now.
Dreams for the Red Queen that sleeps under crown of stone, that she might linger.
Dr. Nick.
Her eyes as white as blood.
Who goes there?
A prayer summoned by warrior song. A child born from darkness must accept of his.
Who's there? Are you referring to me? No! No! I still have so much to accomplish. I still have so much left that needs doing.
What do you mean you got so much left that needs doing? It sounds like you've now got all the time in the world, apart from particularly sunny days, which London doesn't have many of.
Johnny, this one's lost. We need to leave. And now! No. There's time. I can save him.
That's the enemy coming! The orders are to evacuate the hospital!
Done. He'll live. And now what? We fight. Killing is a hell of a lot easier than healing. No, it never got easy.
And what you just did to your sister looked pretty easy. I literally pressed the button. Bloody diary. I hope that's a diary with blood on it, not even just being facetious. Just like, bloody diary. 15th of October, bad sleep. Becky coughed all night. And the fever made her delirious. I heard a loud noise in the morning. It's a big machine. Some men brought in the banks to dig a big hole in the ground, and it was some sort of mechanical shovel. That sounds like a Kickstarter, if ever I heard one. If the next bit is like, and if you give us this much money by this time, we'll be able to reach our extension, I will not be happy. Maybe I should go out there and ask for some work. Becky needs medicine. 16th of October. I talked to men with the mechanical shovels. They told me they are digging mass graves all around London. Safety measures, apparently. Is there a new epidemic? Is the flu coming back? They had no work for me. Becky slept a little last night. The foundry has been closed, and there are no more jobs nearby. 19th of October. I went to London to find some groceries. Now those are difficult to find in London, especially since everything's been gentrified. It'd have been... I bet you he came back and she was like, oh, I bet it's difficult. Did you like Soho? And drugs? Oh, yeah, he probably did. He probably just went to those gin bars and... no trains. It took me the whole day to cross the Thames and come back. Becky seemed better. I made a soup she ate. I found no drugs. a bit obsessed with them, innit? He sounds like he's just like he didn't need to mention it twice, did he? Only a few syringes and some sleeping pills on the black market. We have no money left. Maybe I could go to Pembroke Hospital tomorrow, but it's so far, and I fear leaving my wife for so long. 19th of October. So how long do you leave her for? This is the same day. Becky threw up the meal after a few hours. That is a bad TripAdvisor review right there. She is so frail now, it makes me cry. She says she hears voices outside at night. She says she wants to eat meat. Where would I find meat? Tomorrow I'll barricade the house to protect us. Well, that was odd. I think I did that, to be fair, but I'm going to take that as the game going. Right, you've had enough now. Enough of that reading. Oh. More of the reading. I've not been let off the hook yet. She says she wants to eat meat. Where would I find meat? This man's never heard of a butcher. Tomorrow I'll barricade the house to protect us from looters. 21st of October. The men with the mechanical shovels have stopped digging the mass grave. I heard shouts last night as if they were attacked. Now there are only a few boats throwing bodies day and night into the giant hole. The smell is terrible. We should have left this house a week ago, but Becky, she refuses to leave. She'd rather die. She said that with a nasty smile. Why is she torturing me so? This is getting bleak. More like bloody hard to read diary. 22nd of October. Becky just attacked me to poke fun at, but she smacked me back. I had to smack her, but she smacked me back. I went upstairs and locked myself and never had this much access to weaponry. I feel like the police don't even have this much access. I hid in the sea to protect the house. Now I'm ready to use it to protect myself from my own wife. 23rd of October. I could not sleep at all. Becky spent the whole night scratching at the door, asking for my help, begging me to let her in, but I was too afraid to open it. I'm just waiting for her to die now. Just wait. Wow. It would not be long. Like, does he know that vampires are a thing, or is he just going, oh, she's getting annoying now, I'm just going to wait for her to die? I pray to God it will end soon. 24th of October. I was so hungry I tried to go downstairs this morning. Well, you hadn't bought no fucking... You've previously said I can't buy groceries for some bizarre reason, and I don't... And the concept of buying meat is novel to me. I tried to go downstairs this morning. Becky was sitting in the armchair by the chimney. She was painting like a bear. I've never heard her face described as sore before, but she did not react. I could not pull the trigger. I went back to my room. How old is he? Like 12. Fucking it. If you don't react to this gun, I'm going to my room. 25th of October. House is silent like a tomb. No more noises. Becky is dead now. Forgive me, my love. I was unable to save you. I'll be with you soon enough. Well, there you go. That would definitely be interesting reading for anyone in a court. That's the kind of thing. Like, I don't know why he read. I don't know why he had to like write some of that. I've never been someone who keeps a diary.
This makes no sense. None of it.
Don't want to clean your neck.
No sense at all.
If I had just been
It's
bitten,
a nightmare. That's it.
irregardless of it being a vampire or not, like, I would definitely want to clean my neck before I went to bed.
So be it.
if he just shoots himself and that's the end of the game, that was like 15 quid a wasted.
Rational thinking only.
Do I have any choice? No. It made me do that, but it might as well have done that. I've earned a trophy, but I don't feel like I've earned a trophy. I hate a metal bed frame. They're rubbish. That metal bed frame is probably more uncomfortable
This is absolute madness.
than being shot in the chest,
Touch with a
as far as I'm concerned.
As it is, as mad as the moon, who takes blood in sunlight into a glowing reflection.
At that point, I wouldn't be thinking to myself, am I a vampire? I'd just be thinking to myself, I'm hearing voices, I'm obviously not well. Hideout beds allow you to evolve and rest. Spend experience points to level up and improve my vampiric skills. Right, what does it want me to do? Autophagy. That sounds problematic. You drain your own blood to heal normal and aggravated damage instantly. That's not something I would personally pick, but if it's the only thing I've got to pick, then I'll have to. I've just shot myself. This feels less bad than shooting myself, so I'll just have to do that, won't I? Oh, this sub fucking genres. Autophagy. Passive. The vampiric use the power of. So, I actually, for the one person who's watching, hello, by the way, a couple of other people have dropped in and gone, this is boring. So thank you for sticking around. I do appreciate it. Anyway, I've got more. So yeah, I want these to be like a bit educational, where I like learn something. So let's at least learn. Okay. The vampire uses the power of his blood to heal normal and aggravated damage, increasing his flesh, nerve and bone regeneration. With time, this vampiric ability can be extremely powerful and is sure to surprise any unwary vampire hunter. Oh, so I'm gonna get hunted. That's like a, I don't know. That just feels like a stress I don't need. You know, it's like I've already got a lot of stuff to kind of be catching up on, and now to find out that I've got that to deal with on top of everything else. Annoying. We think of vampires as immortal, but if you can block their unnatural regenerative capabilities, they are more vulnerable than you think. Okay. I had to hold that down. I feel like I should have, like, if it's making me just press one button to shoot myself in the chest, it should also allow for me to just press one button to acquire a skill I don't really want. Do I have to... Can I get some more? Claws. I don't feel like I need to read that. I already know what one of them is. A blood spear. Once again, that sounds like an STI, to be honest. Shadow Mist. That sounds like a horse in the Grand National. Let's see if I can get claws. Brilliant. Don't call me claw vampire kind of hipster looking guy for nothing. Is there anything else I can get? Blood capacity. Big thirst. Let's increase my blood capacity. Right, I've just seen where my XP is. I'm having to do this on a very small screen because I bought like an expensive computer to stream, and it turns out that I still don't know how to stream, so I'm doing this on a PS4 with a small monitor when I should be doing it on a big monitor with a computer. Annoying. Right, let's confirm. Confirm my skill enhancements. Yes. My bed.
Voice in my head.
My
If
bed
I'm not
looks
mad,
like that.
then it must belong to the one who made me what I am. I must find him to understand what I have become.
That's not like immediately obvious. Like that's not where my mind would go. But yeah, my bed looks like that sometimes when I've been eating lasagna in bed. Right, let's. I've got to reach North Bank. Let's. I wonder if I can get the tube there.
Where is it? It's closed.
These people want me dead. I need to leave now.
Yes, you do, mate.
Here's the leech. Here!
That was convenient. Like, how did he even know how to do that? You know, baby has to learn how to walk. And it takes him like 2 years. And he was able to, on his first day being a vampire, like, transmorph.
It's locked.
Alright, thank you. Where have I got to go?
It's locked, all right.
Right, you're able to fucking transmorph across a room, and yet you can't do shit in the...
I'm still in Southwark. I must reach the West End.
Aliel.
Go back home.
Oh, you bastard. Stun. Press triangle to use my stake to inflict stun damage. A stunned enemy can be bitten. That's like a weird little additional. Oh, you can fuck off.
A strength I never knew I had.
Get their weapons ready!
This shouldn't be possible. Every sinew, every fiber of my being is afire. I feel like a child learning the limits of my body. My strength, my reflexes. I'm not human anymore.
It's a good job that this is already behind, really, because I would be very lost right now. Like, not only dealing with the whole I'm not
My
a vampire.
poor sister. If only I had controlled my need for blood. Mary, someone will pay for what happened to you. For what happened to us. It's locked.
Where to go? It's gonna be another one of those. It's locked, but then it's not locked again.
I have this thirst for blood. It's locked, all right. dizziness from the jump. I can now control it.
Can you control fucking not letting me just walk up to doors and say it's locked? That'd be useful. Like for me and you.
What will London have to say to me?
People in London are generally
I've
quite
so
quiet.
many questions unanswered.
They don't really like to talk to each other at the best times. I imagine being a vampire is only going to exacerbate. Like, I would not be worried about people talking to me.
Another corpse. Have the very streets of London become a mausoleum? The man has been drained of all blood, but I can still smell the scent of it. I follow the scent's trail. Perhaps it will lead me to my assailant.
I bet he's gonna love, stuff like black pudding now. Like senses.
Fresh blood. The smell is so strong. Where has everyone gone? This is despicable.
I mean, I'm not that bothered. I've seen people eat like McDonald's breakfasts, which has probably got about as much.
At last.
What? No, I'm doing some over here.
A little life.
Welcome, sir, to the Turquoise Turtle.
Let's see what's
Oh,
going on.
God, sir. You look like Jonah's whale just spat you out of hell. Can I get you a drink?
No, thank you. I'm not thirsty.
Well, grab a chair and get some rest. This is going to be another long night.
Let's see. I'm looking for someone.
I'm looking for someone who might have passed through here recently. Wondered if you might help.
It's been quiet tonight. The only other person I've seen went straight up to his room. Thought it was kind of rude, actually.
You mean he's still here?
Well, yeah. He paid for the entire week.
Again, I know a lot of hoteliers who would not be bothered.
I need to meet this man. I have questions.
Just climb the stairs and knock on the first door. I heard him open his window, so I guess he's still awake. And,
Yes?
no funny business, you hear me? This is a respectable establishment.
That bartender feels like a data protection nightmare.
Good evening, sir. I wondered if I could ask for your help.
Wow, you look like you need a drink.
Yes. I apologize for my outfit. It's been a long night.
Been there, seen that. Don't worry, things can only get worse.
What's going on around
What's
here?
going on around here? It's like everybody is hiding.
You must be new here. Have you not heard about the murders? Everybody fears the return of the sewer dog.
You make it sound like it's a fairy tale.
People will always believe in monsters. It's easier than accepting their own darkness. We can all be monsters.
That man has obviously been reading too much Kierkegaard.
I'll leave you to your bottle then.
Well, fuck off, you pisshead.
Jack, it didn't deserve this.
This is no place for you. Prewen has several patrols roaming the area.
They do not pursue me.
But they're looking for vampires, and they're most efficient.
They'll not relent until the killer has been identified.
I have a common objective, but I require...
I think someone is eavesdropping.
Please, sir. You might as well come in, whoever you are.
Slowly, vampire! Who are you?
I mean you no harm.
Saith the vampire. Present yourself!
I need a word. With anyone.
Well, that's something I can do for you.
That seems odd that he would do that and then be like, right, time for your annual review.
And who might you be?
It doesn't matter. You can kill me. What do you mean, I don't know? What's wrong with you?
I'm not sure that I know anymore.
Might I at least learn the reason of your presence?
That's none of your concern.
Well, it is. He's a vampire.
Sir, you have entered my room in the middle of the night, pale as a corpse and shaking like a tree. So please, indulge me.
Someone is molesting people. In fact, killing them. Biting them.
The calling card of a vampire. Like you.
I've been hunted down in the streets and attacked. I'm a victim here, too.
I believe you.
Like,
then if you are not a vampire, who or what are you?
Dr. Edgar Swansea of the Brotherhood of St. Paul. I'm performing an independent investigation here in an attempt to understand precisely what is going on.
Help me then.
Then help me find the culprit.
I may. If you'll first tell me why you opened this door.
I followed a trail. The scent of blood from a recent victim. It led me here.
You thought I was your aggressor? That explains a great deal. We are both chasing the same shadow.
A shadow, indeed. Yet I heard his voice in my head. There was a moment I believed I was mad.
You should let me handle this affair. You've no idea what you're up against.
No. I will find the monster. He is mine.
How will you do any better than I? But then let me ask you this. What are your intentions if you find the killer?
Yeah,
I will at last have the answers to my questions.
Then I can only wish you good hunting. And pray we shall meet again.
I would definitely want to work with this person. I don't know why you're being so aloof, being all like, oh, I can sort this out myself, when you've just literally just shot yourself in the chest. Track the killer, interrogate the locals.
If Swansea is not my attacker, it means somebody else came here tonight. Someone must know something.
We'll go back to the bar then.
Welcome back. Did you find what you were after?
I can't say I have. Are you sure no one else came into your bar before I arrived?
Hey, I told you, you were the only other stranger I've had.
I think you're hiding something from me.
I hide many things from many people, sir. That's what my job's about.
You've hid literally nothing so far. You are very bad at it, sir.
Goodbye,
well,
Mr.
I've obviously got to find some kind of evidence in order to ask him. Let's try him.
Evening, sir.
Or,
Can I help you?
I have a few questions for you.
Them.
Well, if you must.
I want the truth.
I spoke to Dr. Swansea. He's not the man I'm looking for. Now, I want the truth.
The truth?
Sound like more.
What do you mean?
I suspect that someone else was here tonight. And I don't think Tom wants to tell me about it.
I'm just the barmaid here, okay? If Tom says you're the only visitor we had, then you're the only visitor we had.
I can feel your fear, madam. Please, tell me what's going on.
It's Will. William Bishop. He came in here earlier tonight and he... Well, I thought he was going to clock someone.
Tell me about this William Bishop.
Will was a sailor who worked at the cannon factory before he lost that job. A nice bloke, really.
And he weren't a sailor.
He's never been
someone
violent.
who worked at a cannon
until
factory.
tonight.
Why keep it a secret? Why not tell me about it?
Tom's nothing if not loyal. After Will lost his job, he offered him one ear. They used to be good mates. But recently, well... Will started to get very aggressive.
I see.
And pale.
Thank you for your candor.
Big tooth.
I'll be sure to talk to Tom.
Tom Watts. That's the name of a country singer, that. Citizen hunt. She just discovered a hint. It reveals a secret about a citizen. Right, let's... His blood quality's not the highest. He must have issues with his liver. Tom and William Bishop used to be good friends. Oh. There you go. Let's go back with that damning evidence that we have stalked him on Facebook and about to, you know, go. And what about this?
You again. What can I do for you?
Talk to me about
Tom,
William.
talk to me about the visit from your old friend, William.
Yes, Will came by tonight, but he's not my friend anymore.
Unfriended him over something he posted. Look, I need to find him.
I need to find him. It's a matter of urgency. Do you know where he is?
You could try his boat. It's up by the North Pier. He sleeps there when he's too drunk to get home.
Please describe him to me.
What do you expect? He's a tall, sick bastard with a bad rash and torn old clothes. William used to be strong. Now he's a mess.
Thank you, Tom.
If you see him, tell him I don't want him back here unless he cleans up his act, okay?
That description would not hold up in court. I think you know, you'd still have to like point him out.
I hope I live long enough to see them wet boot boys get what's coming to them.
So am I following that why? I think I am. That makes this easy. It's like Skyrim, except everyone's anemic.
I will get to the bottom of this intrigue. What's been done to me? To this city?
What's been done to me in this city? Well, you are going to be very upset once Boris Johnson becomes the mayor.
The body is still warm. This man has just been drained of blood.
I honestly thought that was going to be William. I was like, oh, this guy looks fucked. This is why Tom's description before was utter shit. Let's examine the
blood and empty gin bottles. This Bishop fellow is something of a heavy drinker.
Let's I feel like you know, the fashion police. Examine outfit. Right, pick up.
What's this? Some sort of note. This corpse has been dried of its blood, just like the previous victim.
It's almost as if it was a vampire.
This man was armed. He tried to defend himself. There are blood splats on the other side of the canal. I must reach that barge.
Extract the killer. Okay.
Over there!
Fuck off. Pardon my language. Where's that go now? Enemy card. Spot enemies around and display their enemy cards. Like Pokemon cards. Identify and follow the blood from the pier. Well, that's what I was doing. Okay, so this is like someone who's, you know, a bit harder, presumably. Some enemies are more resistant to certain types of damage. There are 4 types of resistances: physical, melee, ranged, powers, blood, shadow. Orange indicates a medium resistance, whereas red has a high resistance. So they've got high resistance.
Nothing here. Let's head back to a warm fire.
Over there! There's one of them vermin! Murdering bastard!
That is exactly what I would have done had I not already known that. Okay.
There's one of them! Watch yourself!
Well, they don't know that I'm a vampire. Surely they can't know that. Are they actively looking for a vampire? Keep going down here. Rats and hideouts. Rats are often located near hideouts. Help me locate them. So it's basically saying the people in hideouts are scruffs.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
What do you mean you can't believe it you're doing? It's not that bad, is it? I feel like I've probably eaten worse from certain restaurants.
Fresh blood. The whole building reeks of it. The scent is so strong it makes me dizzy.
And he likes that, so that's almost kind of like orgasmic.
This place reeks of bloodshed.
I had a drink outside tonight already and it did not quench my thirst.
This creature is bedeviled. I must put it down.
I mean, it's cool that he said that, but I also feel bad that I've, like,
William
killed
was an
someone who was
honourable
obviously so
man. I could have
religious.
saved him.
Mr. Hampton, are you in there?
We knew him well, another lost soul, a kindred spirit.
Sir, listen to the sound of my voice. I'm a doctor. You're suffering from shock.
I must return to my flock. They'll stray without me.
That's why you always double tap.
Remember, certain skulls are every bit as resistant as we are.
Who are you? What do you mean by scowl?
You truly are a newborn. I should have realized.
Wait. You are the woman from the bar. Are you... like me? Can you help me?
I believe, sir, I already have.
Sassy. Like, he obviously needs help, and she could have helped him. He looks like Sami Zayn from the wrestling.
By George and the Saints, you've solved the mystery of these terrible murders. Patience, good fellows, I've come to offer help. Just give me a moment to secure my boat. We can leave this awful place.
William was not the evil man they claimed. He was just taken by the thirst. He needed his drink.
This man requires medical attention. We'll see he gets to the nearest hospital.
No, please, I must tend to my fold. My flock needs me.
There, sir. Go with the good Dr. Swansea. He's resourceful, and I'm sure he'll take good care of you.
You'd best come as well. The sun is soon to rise, and you'll need a place to rest.
I just need a moment. If I can learn something about what has happened to William, I'll be a step closer to understanding what happened to me.
I was annoyed when, like, one person's making the rest of the group wait. Gather a blood sample from William.
This poor creature can't be my maker. Could it be some subspecies of vampire?
Sound like
I must find a place to analyze the blood.
Sound like Stephanie Myers. Is this one of these vegan vampires? One of these. Had a break. I have rhinitis, in addition to being a vampire. That's a missed fusion from Back to the Future. That if this boat goes 88 miles an hour,
we're on our way to the Pembroke Hospital. It's just across the canal. They'll have a bed for poor Mr. Hampton.
William was... what manner of creature was he?
Predator, prey, villain, and victim. Who can say? The important thing is that he's been stopped.
Duly noted. And the woman? What... who is she?
What woman?
Oh, don't play me for a fool. You used me to locate that skull. You must know who she is.
And I thought you a gentleman. You shouldn't talk about a lady behind her back, but I will tell you she values her privacy. Were London as peaceful as she appears from the middle of the canal? If only that were the reality of the situation.
To be honest, I've always tried to avoid this part of town.
Pembroke Hospital is the last bastion between the rest of London and the epidemic. The flu has decimated the East End and the war still rages. Welcome to the front lines of a plague.
This is where you work, Dr. Swansea?
I am the administrator of Pembroke Hospital.
I thought you were here in service of your mysterious order, the Brotherhood of...
Of St. Paul's Stone, yes. But first and foremost, I'm a man of science. A physician, like yourself, Dr. Reid.
How do you know who I am?
No need for modesty. You are Dr. Jonathan Reid, a surgeon of some caliber and renown, if I'm not mistaken.
Expedition.
You are correct, sir.
For
I knew it!
The audience.
I had my suspicions. But when you took the blood sample from the corpse of poor William, I was certain. Dr. Reid. Marvelous.
Up until then, I thought...
Have we met?
I attended 3 of your seminars before the war.
Batshit.
I have the utmost admiration for your research. And what a turn of fate. England's most esteemed blood specialist returns to London a vampire.
That word, again. From a so-called man of science.
I understand. Traditionally, the role of science is to refute myth, but when myth walks among us, the Brotherhood of St. Paul has dedicated its purpose to their study. There's so much for you to learn.
Of that, you are right.
Well, then let me be blunt. Join my staff at Pembroke Hospital. As a physician. I suspect you'll not find a better post of employment to contemplate your predicament.
This is sudden. I was returning home to see my sickly mother. But alas, that was before contracting this affliction.
Again,
Dr. Reid,
about like syphilis there.
Take a moment to consider. The post would be for the night shift, providing a good explanation for your absence during daylight hours. You'll be adequately reimbursed and have a place to hide. I even had the forethought to bring some clean clothes. So, what do you say?
I was gonna say.
It seems I have little choice, but yours is a generous offer, so I thank you.
Brilliant! Oh, Jonathan, this is one for the book, and the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
It's odd how it kind of gives me choices, and like gave me the option before to like shoot myself. But that, you know, is something that might actually be, you know, good for your life. And it's like now the audience, the developers have sorted it for you.
Dr. Swansea, thank goodness. I was beginning to be concerned.
Worry no more, Nurse Crane, for I bring good news.
Oh, Doctor, what a night. We lost 2 more patients. Nurse Scow said she couldn't take it anymore and resigned.
Yes, well, I'll make a new rota in the morning. In the meantime, find a good bed for Mr. Hampton. Be sure to pay attention to his needs.
Of course, Doctor.
Oh, and Dorothy?
Yes, Doctor?
Dr. Reid here has just returned from the front. He served King and Country and will be joining us here at Pembroke. We're very lucky to have gained a surgeon of his talent, and one so experienced in blood transfusions.
That is good news indeed, Doctor.
Oh, yes. Here at Pembroke, it's not what we have, but what we haven't. It's only thanks to Nurse Crane and the staff that our ship doesn't sink. If you have any questions, just ask her.
Duly noted. Thank you.
Your assistance is required, Dr. Swansea, immediately.
Welcome aboard, Jonathan. We'll catch up after my rounds. I'm coming, Nurse Crane. I'm coming.
It annoys me that I've just accepted this man's employment, and then I found out that, you know, someone was kind of complaining about how bad the work conditions were, and he was like, "Oh, I'll just redo the rota." Sounds like you need some sensitivity training. Right, what am I doing now? Take me to the hospital. Enter the Pembroke Hospital.
Come on, you bastard! You can do better than that!
I thought that was a doctor then.
I cannot enter.
Right, where am I? So I obviously can't go here. No, they could have let him go past. Could have been like, oh, do you know what? It'd be easy for you to kind of find where you're going if we just get out of the way. But
each heart contains the seeds of life. Drink at this river. Try it all.
But if I can get it from rats.
Bastard, give me a good phone. Oh, come on, you bastard. I won't bite.
Sir, please. You've lost too much blood. Calm yourself.
You think I didn't notice? Stop your staring and get me to an hospital, you arse!
Insulting a good Samaritan. Not exactly the way to get rescued.
All right, sorry. I am in pain here. My guts are spilling out onto the street and you're yabbering on.
Yes. That's a very nasty wound you've got there. Take my word, I am a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reid.
Name's Clay Cox. I'd appreciate you helping me to a better place, Doc.
Follow me, Mr. Cox. Let me assist you to that better place.
I just don't feel like his blood's going to be of particularly good quality. Blood quality indicates how much XP you will obtain from a particular citizen. Higher the blood quality, the more XP you'll get. Okay, so mesmerise. Drink blood of my prey. You must first mesmerise, leave out of them out of sight of others. Mesmerise level must be equal or higher than the citizen's resistance. That's L2 to mesmerise clay.
Bring this fading light into the shadows. Dance with him the dance of life and death.
Press X to embrace or circle to release it. Embracing clay will provide massive XP, but will be aware that there will be consequences. Learning more about citizens and collecting hints will increase the experience gained. I think I'm gonna release him because I want this. Like he has just eaten 2 rats, and Clay looks like he's had a hard day. I don't like. I'm quite a socialist, really.
No more. Not tonight. Not like this. I will not take another life.
Okay, so I'm going to the hospital.
It is wise for the huntsman to sometimes let his prey go, but no famished hunter can run for long.
So it's basically saying you are. I feel like I am at a dilemma because usually I like to play these as like good guys. I'm gonna have to decide like if they're a bit of a dick.
Doctor, where have you been? I've little time to play hide and seek with new staff members, no matter how illustrious they may be.
I found a wounded man by the docks. He answers to the name of Clay Cox. He requires urgent medical attention.
Already making the rounds? That's the Pembroke spirit. I'll ask our porter, Milton, to bring him back immediately.
Thank you, nurse. What can I do for you?
Dr. Swansea insisted we provide you a quiet office. You'll find it on the 2nd floor with your name on the door.
Thank you. Nurse Crane, isn't it?
People at Pembroke Hospital work very quick here, don't they? Social circle. That seems suspicious. Right, the one person who's watching, if you are watching, I don't know. I'm going to have a very quick wee. Because I've got a bladder the size of a pea. I shall be back in a moment to rip Dorothy Crane a new bumhole. Right. So we've just started working at the hospital. Presumably I've got to find my office, have my orientation. Oh, there's a lot of menus. That is worrisome. I'm definitely, for these, like I'm going to see how I get on with the games, but I'm very much going to be. I wonder if, I feel like I'm definitely going to, suck all the blood of Jack the Ripper. No, he's 20 years too. Cause this is 1918, isn't it? God, he definitely looks like a hipster, doesn't he? You could see him, enjoying a band that you don't, that you've never heard of. The weaknesses of vampire. How stupid is this person? It's, garlic, crosses, sunlight. I don't feel like you should have to, gain these somewhere.
Yes, Dorothy Crane. Welcome to Pembroke Hospital, Dr. Reid. Your office has been prepared.
I have no questions because she was a bit of a knob when I first spoke to her. I've literally worked here for 10 minutes and she's like, well, I can't be running around after new staff members. I had to decide whether or not to kill Clay.
Dr. Swansea is right. This place seems perfect to conduct my research.
Find my office on the second floor. Feels poorly designed, the fact that I've not come across any stairs yet.
I will not let you down, Mike.
You know what? I think I did go past that, didn't I? And I could have gone, oh, they look like stairs. So that's on me. So this is the first floor. Although, this is a little bugbear that I have, right? This here is the first floor. I know it's called the ground floor. But the ground floor is the first floor. It's the floor that you're on at all times, pretty much. And this should be the second floor. It's just a little issue that I have with architecture, I suppose. Not even architecture, just labelling of floors. I'm hoping that his office has got his name written on, in biro, because it would be odd if it's already on, I don't know, in embossed lettering. That feels like that's been done on purpose. Right, so this is my hideout. You just found a new hideout. Here you can spend your XP while resting or craft items at the workbench.
This must be the place. It's definitely away from prying eyes. Relegated to the shadows. A kingdom of my own. At least I won't be sleeping in a coffin.
See that he already knows like the tropes of being a vampire. So that whole thing about like that he's not collected what the weaknesses are, he should know. Like again, that's odd that because he's only worked here for about 15 minutes. Okay, take me to the hospital. Analyse William Bishop's blood at the workbench. Alright, let's read this. Dr. Swansea's message. Dear Jonathan, I asked Nurse Crane to secure an office for you on the second floor, and she was able to do it within 3 minutes. Please forgive the austere decoration, but Pembroke Hospital is not exactly the Ritz. He's a vampire. You met him, and he had a bullet hole in his chest. Sorry to let you discover your office alone, but I need to sleep a little before going back to work. I'm just a mere mortal after all. Ooh. Being a bit catty there. You will be able to sleep all day without being disturbed and work at night without raising any suspicion. I am afraid the place is quite messy, but you'll be able to conduct your experiments here at your own pace. You'll also notice that there is an open window with a scaffolding that will allow you to enter or exit the hospital without being noticed. I would definitely notice if someone was entering a hospital via scaffold. I imagine how awfully new and disturbing this all must be for you. Believe me, I have studied enough of your species to understand what you must be facing and feeling. Be assured I'll do whatever I can to help you in this ordeal, including, giving you a taxable wage. Completely alone facing it. I'm glad I met you. These dark times we are all presently facing. Hope our future collaboration will yield great results. Welcome to Pembroke, my esteemed colleague. We shall talk soon. Yours sincerely, Edgar Griffith. Why did he put his middle name? Shouldn't have put his middle name, should he? P.S. I left a copy of some of my notes concerning what I have discovered about ekon in the last few years. Feel free to read about it if you need some guidance, as long as you don't use this knowledge to take advantage of me. I think that if I was to take advantage of him now, I would be a big dick.
The flower's dying. It needs water.
I'll give it some water. Don't just comment on it. That's good, isn't it? That they were, I bet you they were like, oh, do you know what? We don't even have to fucking bother with programming these mirrors. Okay, so crafting. Right, sorry, I've had an itchy leg. On a workbench, you can craft medical treatments to heal sick citizens, serums to boost myself, weapon upgrades to improve and customise my weapons. Blood sample of William Bishop was sampled in a tube. Well, I now know less than I did before. Used to cure sick citizen during a dialogue. treatment for sepsis, not to be messed with sepsis.
William Bishop's blood is much more unstable than human blood and shows extensive mutation. But this is not what happened to me. I must keep on searching. The sun is about to rise. I can feel it. I'll continue tomorrow night. I have so much time now.
Yeah, you do.
The flower's dying. It needs water.
Let's see if I can... Right. Oh, this is a lot. It is a rare opportunity, almost a privilege, to approach a vampire, to observe their most intriguing physical and psychological traits. With a scientific and rational eye, here are some of the most fascinating abilities. See that? I feel like I could definitely do audiobooks while I'm getting on with this. Here are some of the most fascinating abilities I've personally observed over the last 10 years while interviewing a few vampires. Oh, that's a film with Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt. Ekon, as they prefer to call themselves. Supernatural speed. A vampire can act and move like a mortal in all his actions, but the trained eye will spot that they have the keenest senses and can react quicker than any mortal on a few occasions. Alarm, surprise, necessity to flee. I have seen a vampire move so quickly it's almost as if they vanished just to reappear somewhere else. The human eye cannot follow their movements when they act so quickly. It is not a teleport or materialisation. There was me earlier going on about teleports, and then later on it's going, oh fuck you. For me, it is a cat-like attribute which allows them to run, dodge, jump longer and faster than us. I also notice that such speed seems to exhaust them. They are bound to physical limitations. Mesmerism. That's the one that's like a bit, what's the word? I feel a bit uncomfortable using. One of the most powerful abilities a vampire can deploy is captivity to force an mortal to obey them. I call this trait mesmerism, but it has nothing to do with the mortal ability to alter the subject's mental state. A vampire can bend the mortal to their will. They can even break a mind. That's some Rule 34 stuff there. I've seen some mangas. A vampire I interviewed even told me the more a subject tries to resist, the more permanent the damage will be. As if the vampire could literally fracture their target's psyche. The same vampire explained to me that this ability required time to master, and that the result could vary widely from one subject to another. Implant a false memory, erase a painful one. Possibilities are endless and frightening. Blood awareness. This may be the most catastrophic ability of all concerning vampires, since it's the cause of so many tragedies for them. For so many of them and us. Vampires crave for blood. They must use their will to restrain themselves from frenziedly drinking every drop of blood they can see. They need blood to function and express their full supernatural traits. A famished vampire can be very weak, even if he cannot die of hunger or thirst. This urge, this need for blood may explain why a vampire is so aroused by it. A vampire confessed to me that blood could sometimes blind him, since its smell and attractiveness can be so strong. When they just love black puddings. Inside warm bodies, through walls, on a supposedly clean weapon. The same vampire told me that he can see if a mortal has clean blood or is ill, and that in some cases he can even sense diseases, infected clothes, and even items in a room. If this is true, it could have many medical applications. Good to know what he's thinking about his career at all times. wanna water the plant. No, I'm undead, but my flower is not. Come on. We can do this. We can water a plant. I feel like, given everything I've done, including, you know, macheting people in the streets, if I can water one plant, it'll all have been worth it.
The flower's dying. It needs water.
Let's see if I can. Inventory. A spear made of blood, which can pass through. Nah, not bothered. Shadow Mist. Let's do the next autophagy. Right, bite. Hard biting. Increase the damage when I bite in combat. Lose my life generation when using bite in combat. Let's do that. That seems like that would be useful to have. Do this. We're gonna increase my conditioning. If he wasn't a vampire, I'd make him go to the gym. Physical prowess, 15% endurance. So increase my blood capacity. Let's increase the blood capacity, and then hopefully he's got more to kind of keep him going. You know, 5% of 100 is 5, but 5% of 200 is 10. But would it feel more empty? Well, it's not my issue. I don't have to worry about it. He does. No. Right, let's confirm. He looks like he's been to like every indie band concert that's ever been.
If I'm to stay here until my research is complete, I'd better learn to hide my true nature from the mortals. But what about my thirst for blood?
Suck racks, isn't it? Answer the door. I bet this is his Amazon Prime parcel that he's ordered.
Yes, Nurse Crane? How can I help you?
I'm so sorry. I know Dr. Swansea wanted you to rest, but we have somewhat of a crisis.
A crisis, you say?
Our supply of antiseptics is nearly depleted. I was hoping there was enough.
This is going to be a big issue, innit? Because, like, if you live at work. People think you're always going to be on call.
What type of hospital are you running? No antiseptics?
You have been away too long, Doctor. With the war and now this epidemic, supplies have been running scarce for months now.
I may have a solution. In France, during the war, drugs shortage was a daily problem, and we had to use our wits to overcome the shortages.
However do you mean?
If combined correctly, certain household chemical products can be used in a pinch instead. Now, where's the hospital storeroom?
The storeroom? Fat chance. This is the Pembroke, and space is luxury we don't have. Everything used to be stored in the old morgue.
Perhaps I should look there first. Where is this morgue?
It's the large building behind the hospital. You'll need to go in the back door because it's been sealed off for sanitary reasons. Take this key. It opens a small back entrance at the end of a narrow street.
The abandoned morgue behind the hospital. A small door at the end of a narrow street. On my way then. Thank you, nurse.
Closed for sanitary reasons, and in Victorian era, that must mean that it absolutely reeks of shit.
Scowl voices in the garden. I should investigate. If they were to find somebody.
Sounds like a pig that's being touched. Now when it's not happy about it. Remember that story about David Cameron? That's how I imagine that sounded. There you go. Sorted. Just loot the corpse. I mean, to be fair, I've done worse now on this
See
game.
them fancy clothes? This one's a top. That's it. Likes a bit of fire.
That's the new doctor. Yeah. Should we just try and set him on fire? Yeah, let's do that. Stay at home. Pneumonia. Also vampires. Influenza. Frequently complicated with pneumonia. To prevent any case of Spanish flu, stay at home. Hands, face, space. Okay, let's go now. Good to know I was going around in circles and that those people needn't have died. upgrade your weapons by buying into capitalism. Find some ferrous tartrate and some quinine and sodium hychloride. So I was saying at the beginning of this game, like to not like try the recipes, and when it was like saying recipes, I thought it'd be talking about like, I don't know, like beef Wellington, but that just sounds like something that would actually cure you. Where is it? You know, like, oh, you can't get in there for sanitation purposes, and then you get here and it just looks just as shit as everywhere else.
It's locked.
Right, one, this is meant to be a morgue, so to see that person there is not a good sign. Two, it's supposed to be the abandoned morgue, so like what, like that's 2 out of 2 things that person there shouldn't be doing.
Behavior is similar to the infected William Bishop. Must be the same strain. This sickness moves faster than influenza.
It's locked, all right.
Good to know the doctors are getting pissed.
Balls of Mars, fortifiers. As popular as they are ineffective. But they do contain iron tartrate, and that might prove itself useful.
Balls of Mars is a dreadful name.
This key will surely grant me access to the basement.
Hello, Angel Interceptor. Hope you are well. How are you? Photograph in a wallet. Photograph of a smiling, loving couple with few words written on the back. Milton. If you found that in like 2018, that would not be. It'd be something like. New citizen investigations available. No, thank you. Yeah, that's not. It's good to know everyone's got all these medical supplies on them, even if they are vampires. going bin raiding. How was your first day as a vampire? I went raiding bins. Is that what people normally do?
It's locked.
Have I just gone round the circle? What a dick.
It's locked, all right.
What a bastard.
Wait, damn it. Blaming me will not further your agenda, sir.
God for that.
It's locked.
Shut up. You're already doing my head in. God. Any more of that and I would have been getting very bored.
These scowls feed from corpses and the husks of animals. They're not after blood.
Like, how did they get, like, given how hard I found it to get down here, and they're presumably not quite as compass mentis as I am, how did they fucking get in here? Check that bedpan. That was his first thought.
Scowls can be so ferocious. I'm not sure I can defeat them without becoming stronger. To drink blood is so tempting.
And yet...
Sodium hypochlorite. Dangerous to administer, but efficient in the proper dosage.
I feel like it's been giving me an odd amount of experience points so far. crafted treatment for fatigue. I should have read that before. I need some more of the higher sodium. Shouldn't have let me do that. That was foolish. Oh no. Right, that's why I'm gonna leave it.